some of you might want to put a bit of pen
when you do the claws
to define things. I've got here a watercolour pencil and an Inktense pencil. Either will do, but sometimes when you've got really fine areas,
pencils,
like on the claws and the legs, I can just go in with my pencil, just using it dry, not going to wet it.
What's that, watercolour?
But it's a watercolour pencil. This is, I mean, anything that's the right sort of brown, so it helps you to just get a little bit more colour on. A bit easier to control than a paintbrush.
So do you wet that afterwards or not?
No, I'm just going to leave it dry. Just going to leave it dry onto.
Are you all packed then, Rose?
Oh God, no, not at all.
Where'd you go?
Friday. It's going to be a. I've now got the dentist on Thursday evening again. Now I don't know whether any of you has been down to the Britannia Centre today.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so there's 2 empty shops at the end of the Britannia Centre next to Peacocks, which we are putting some work in under the Artist Window charity scheme, where they make arrangements with the landlord or landladies to allow artists to put their work in, so it looks a little bit more interesting than just an empty shop. So it was all a bit last minute, but we've managed to get some work in there, and there will be some more work going up, and there'll be different artists over the next 3 months, so it's quite a long time, and it'll be open on Friday and Saturdays 10 till 2. So if you are around, do go in and have a chat with whoever's there. It'll be the artists that are exhibiting there. So we've got the twins have got some work in. I've got some work in. Kirsty's got some work in.
Did Peter end up?
Peter is involved. He's going to put some work in a little bit later on. Jeff Bailey, who's got the exhibition in the gallery at the moment, where he's just finishing putting that up. And
what will we do next week, Rose? Is there no class?
so there's no class next week. So, but if you do want to come and use the space, you can. So I've got this. This is an Inktense pencil. This is one of my favourite colours for just darkening things down. It's called Bark, and we've got a white edge, but we've also got a little bit of a dark edge to this stripe down the middle. So I'm going to use my pencil crayon. It's very difficult, and a ruler. It's difficult to do straight lines. And I can also just go in, and any bits that I feel need to be a bit darker. So it's great for things like this. It's not black, but it's a very, very dark colour.
What beetles are wonky?
It's all wonky.
Yeah, it's wonky. It's got one leg is higher up
Is it been on
on
the
its
bills?
body. Look, so the bottom legs.
Yeah.
This one here is higher up than that one.
Perhaps he's equal, you know, we have to have disabilities.
Yeah. I mean,
So
it's just,
he's got a bit of a, unless it's just the
and one of
photocopy
his
of
arms is higher up on his. Yeah, well,
it. It is actually, isn't it? Yeah. It's slightly different, unless it's behind it.
unless he was walking at that time, I don't know.
So you can either do it a little bit wonky, or you can do it symmetrical. I don't think anybody's going to have a problem with that, are they? So I'm just darkening around this outer edge here and put a little bit of shadow on the legs as well with this nice dark bark colour. It's like a very, very dark brown.
Do you have any crayons I could borrow?
Yes. There's a drawful here. That's the brown that I used on the legs. Use that one. Sometimes just soften some of the edges as well.
So next week we can come in and graffiti the room.
Well, I'll come back to all these Bankses on the wall, will I?
Oh, Kirsty could do a double shift.
Right, we've got lots of little dots, haven't we? White dots on our picture. Of our beetle. So what I'm going to use, you could use gouache, you could use a white pen, you could use a bit of white acrylic. This is actually some, I've just got an odd tube of some white gesso, which is again is used for priming, but this will be okay. So I'm just going to use a little, this is a zero brush, and we've sort of got some speckled pattern from the salt. I don't know whether it's worked that well, but I'm just going to add some white dots. Body. I mean, they're not going to be all the same. This mine's a little bit lighter actually. I perhaps should have darkened down the left hand side. I've started to put my dots on now, so they're not showing up quite as well. And we also want a bit of a white line down this central division. You can add a bit of highlight just on that